All right, if you run a local service business, I want you to listen up because you might be sitting on an incredibly powerful marketing tool that's, well, it's completely free. Today, we're going to break down exactly how to turn your social media into your best, most effective digital storefront.
So let me ask you a question. When someone in your own neighborhood, right down the street, is looking for the exact service you provide, can they find you online? If your answer is, I'm not really sure, then you're in the right place.
Here is the biggest, most important mindset shift you need to make. Your social media page, it isn't just for posting once in a while when you remember. You've got to think of it as a second website. It's where potential customers go to check you out and decide if they trust you enough to even pick up the phone.
So let's dive into why this matters so much. We're essentially talking about building your new digital storefront, right? It's the place where people window shop before they even consider walking through the door.
I mean, put yourself in your customer's shoes for a second. Before they call you for a quote, they're hopping on social media, and they're looking for four key things. They want to see what your work actually looks like. They're judging how professional you seem. They're definitely looking for what other customers are saying about you. And all of that rolls up into one big question. Does your company feel trustworthy? This is your digital first impression, and you only get one.
Okay, so you might be feeling a little overwhelmed, right? Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, LinkedIn. It's a lot, but don't be. The key here is to focus your energy where it's actually going to make a difference, not to try and be everywhere all at once.
So where do you begin? It's simple. Just start with Instagram and Facebook. Master those two first. Seriously, you can forget about everything else for now because this is where the huge majority of your local customers are already hanging out. Think of it this way. Each platform has its own superpower. Instagram is perfect for showing off your work visually. We're talking beautiful before and after photos and short project videos. Facebook is incredible for tapping into local community groups. The places where people are literally asking, hey, does anyone know a good plumber? And yeah, if you're feeling a bit more creative, TikTok is great for super short educational tips or day-in-the-life videos. All right, so you know where to post. The next huge question is, what in the world do you actually post? Well, for this, we're going to use a really simple, really memorable rule. It's called the 5-5-5 rule. See? Easy to remember. This little rule is your secret weapon to keep your social media feed balanced, super engaging, and effective, without ever feeling like you're just yelling, buy my stuff all the time. So here's how it works. Every month, you're going to aim for 5 posts that are educational, stuff that shows you're an expert. Then 5 customer stories or testimonials that build that all-important trust. And finally, 5 promotional posts that actually ask for the sale. See? It's the perfect mix of giving value, showing proof, and then driving action. And if you're ever just staring at your phone thinking, I have no idea what to post, just come back to this. For an educational post, think about something like 3 signs your water heater is about to fail. For a customer story, just grab a great quote from a happy client and put it over a photo of the job. And hey, don't forget to share your story. People love to connect with the real person behind the business. Okay, let's talk about getting more followers, or more importantly, getting more customers. And I want you to take a deep breath because here's a massive relief. Your goal is not to go viral. It's not to become some internet celebrity. It is simply to connect with the right people in your specific service area. That's it. So what's the first and easiest way to do that? Geotags. Every single time you post, tag your city or even the specific neighborhood you're in. This little action makes your business pop up for people who are physically right there. It's so simple, but so effective. And right along with that, we have local hashtags. Again, put yourself in your customer's shoes. What are they typing into that search bar? It's probably going to be something like hashtag Burbank Services or hashtag Austin Contractor. Using those specific tags is like putting up a digital billboard exactly where your ideal customers are looking. Now, you want a pro tip? Something to take it to the next level? Start building a local network online. When it makes sense for a project, tag other local businesses. Think real estate agents, interior designers, other contractors you work with. This gets your amazing work in front of their audience. It's a total win-win. Now, I can hear you already. You're thinking, this all sounds great, but I just don't have the time for this. And you know what? I get it. That's where content batching comes in. It's a lifesaver. Instead of trying to come up with something every single day, you just set aside one afternoon.
maybe a Sunday, to plan, shoot, and write out all your posts for the entire week. It's an absolute game changer for staying consistent without the stress.
So, we've covered the why, the where, and the what. Let's pull all this together and make it real. We'll look at a real-world example, and then I'll give you a super clear action plan to get started, like today.
I want you to meet Sasha. She's a home service business owner from Austin, probably a lot like many of you. She started using these exact same ideas, focusing on being helpful, showing her work, and sharing what happens behind the scenes. So what happened? Well, after just 3 months of being consistent, check out these results. She gained 800 local followers. These aren't just random people from across the country. These are potential customers in her town. And even better, she booked 22 new jobs that came directly from social media. This is the proof that a small, focused local audience is so much more valuable than a huge, irrelevant one. So what was her big secret? Did she do some crazy viral dance? Did she have a massive marketing budget? Nope, none of that. Her secret was that she was helpful, she was authentic, and she was consistent. She just focused on connecting with her community, and it absolutely paid off.
Okay, here it is, your action plan. This is what I want you to do as soon as this is over. Step 1, just pick one platform to focus on, Instagram or Facebook. Don't overthink it. Step 2, grab a notebook and just sketch out a few post ideas for the next month. Step 3, get your first 3 posts for this week scheduled. And finally, step 4, on every single post from now on, use local hashtags and geotags. The question really isn't if this works, it's just whether you're ready to make it work for your business.